Wife and I live out of my truck. Life is sweet. In West Virginia, quiet zone camping. Beautiful as gorgeous mountain views, rainbows, the works. Late summer, pretty hot that night. Decide we don't want to cook and want to check out a town nearby for burgers and beer. Head out around 9:30 p.m. Pitch blackout, apart from what my headlights light up. Winding country roads. Have a CB radio and a camera mounted on my dashboard. Reach a long stretch of road that has abandoned houses on the left side. CB flicks on and makes weird super mechanical sound. Dashcam flicks off. Radio screen cuts off. What.jpg? Wife gasps and points in front of us. See huge black shape, roughly humanoid looking. Maybe 6.5, 7 feet tall on the left side of the double yellow road. Completely black, not see-through, vaguely cloudy, turns toward us as I slam on the brakes. Hear all our shit fly everywhere in the back. Shadow fag drops down real low to the pavement, crawls/slinks off the road, kinda like how General Grievous walks on all appendages. Disappears out of line of sight behind a bush. CB stops screeching. Everything is silent. Hear a deep growl from near where a shadow thing crawled away to. Floor it. Get another mile or so down the road before the dash cam and truck radio screen turns back on. Wife and I sleep in town that night. Next day, check dash cam. Camera records in 3-minute chunks. Memory card full of clips. Just the last 3 minutes of our ride is captured and repeated 50 times. No other clips saved. Dashcam hasn't worked right since. Living in the suburbs. Late night trip to Waffle House. The highway leading there runs through undeveloped land and curves sharply once you're out of my neighborhood. Coming to the sharp curve. Slow down so I don't wreck. I see a woman on a bike crossing the road. She's right in front of me, and I brake sharply. Luckily, I'm going slow enough so I don't lose control of the car. Right as I hit the woman, she dissipates like smoke, and I'm alone on the highway again. Summer after my first semester of college, spend 2 weeks road tripping alone. From Midwest out towards Washington and back again. Towards the end of the trip, I'm pretty beat, and I pull over at a rest area to sleep. Place doesn't look great, but I'm too tired to give a f***. Still, since I'm the only vehicle out there and I don't know the area, I set an alarm. I'll sleep a couple of hours and then head out to find civilization. 2 hours later, my alarm goes off. I set it to buzz instead of ring, and the first thing I notice is someone standing by the window. I freeze. I can see a gun leaning against the window, too. Whoever it is, they were dressed all in black, is holding the gun up but not pointing it at me. I was sleeping on a thick pillow so I could just see over the dash and notice another person, all in black, also holding a gun, standing in front of my truck but facing towards the rest area. I look and see what appears to be 2 more individuals, all in black, all holding guns, leading a bunch of kids into the woods. I notice the guy at the window turn to look inside. Looks right at me. Not sure if he saw me awake, but I shut my eyes just enough so he'd think I was. After a while, I hear the guy walk off. I open my eyes, and him and the other guy in front of my truck are disappearing into the woods. Do a quick scan of the area to make sure I'm alone. Then when I feel it's safe, I take the fuck off. Call the police and tell them what I saw. Never heard back about it. Befriend. Be X and K. Be going on in a woods trip. Be on his grandfather's land. 500 plus acres of land. Heavily wooded. Grab SKS, grab AK. Headed in the woods. Arrive and trek up to their location for camping. Arrive and set up camp. Mucking about. Stalker LARPing. While cooking, he said they noticed a slight stink. Shook it off, but it kept progressing. Smell eventually gets unbearable. Friend has idea. Puts on M40 gas mask. Doesn't help and eventually almost vomits in mask. Said the smell was moving in a circle. Eventually, it dissipated, and they tried to sleep, gripping their chink and Vatnik GFs. Here, noises and the smell arrives again, alongside heavy movement. They get up and have guns at low ready. They see a large, dark figure moving quite fast around them in the woods. It gets close, and they realize it's a large black wolf/dog. Gets really close, and friend shoots at it. The dog moves fast away, and it gets lit up with the muzzle flash. Much larger than they expected, and they are freaked. The dog ran around them in a circle. All the while, they were trying to put a round on target. Eventually, the dog stops, and they ran out of ammo. They said by this point they lost the dog. Gets reloaded and look around. Friend turned on his headlamp and starts searching. After searching, they saw the figure, and it stood up on its two legs from all fours. It lurched towards them and revealed itself into the light. The creature was a stereotypical dogman werewolf proportionally, but the head was what he really described in detail. He said the head was of a dog and looked like Pick-related, hairless, and in some places fleshless, like it was infected with some skin disease. It was panting and staring at them, and it started lurching and wobbling towards them. He said that it shook side to side while it walked, very unnervingly, more than a creepy zombie dog. They ran, and they were shooting behind themselves as they ran. Friend's friend turned and dumped into the general area of the creature. Solid few thumps. The creature stopped and lowered itself and howled. Said it sounded identical to the one in American Werewolf in London. They ran back to the grandpa's place. Ran inside and startled the grandfather. He asked my friend WTF was up. He told him that they were shooting at raccoons and possums. Grandfather looked at him like he knew.